Alright, what's up guys? I'm going to just provide you a video of just kind of an overview of Bitcoin, why you should feel so stressed right now with this drop and how irrelevant it is and how it's just part of the plan. It's just all a part of the plan. Um, these are Fibonacci sequences. They've shown us the support, the median, and the resistance of Bitcoin throughout its entire life. This chart only goes back to July of 2010, which is about a year and a half off of the beginning of Bitcoin because there was no such thing as charting Bitcoin in that time until somebody came up with a way to chart it. So as you can see, we're not really going to count this cycle because it was the beginning, but you can still see that how well it works, where we hit this heart line, we hit the heart line, and then we get above the heart line and it's a super cycle, and then we hit the resistance and then we fall back down, and this is the bear market right here. This is the bear market. And then once we break all-time highs, which is this line over here, boom, we break out. And we go up and we test the heart line. We went above it temporarily, but we broke below it. We just couldn't. And if you zoom in, you can see how hard it was for us to break above it, and we just couldn't do it. So we took a little bit of a breather and we broke through that heart line. But this was kind of a different scenario right here. This was the whole Mt. Gox exchange crash. It was the only exchange that was available to Bitcoin. It was located in China somewhere, and one day it crashed. They got hacked, and that's the news that you guys are hearing about these days. Is Mt. Gox is returning that stolen Bitcoin to their customers back in 2013 or whatever, you know. So this was a little bit different. Nevertheless, we still came up, hit the heart line, couldn't do it, and then once we broke that heart line, we went into a super cycle. And then we had a bear market. And this is what this bear market is right here. Big bear market. We broke all-time highs, which is way up here. And then we started going up higher. And then, look, we started going back to that heart line over there. Which we came up, almost touched it, got denied. Came up again, touched it, got denied. And what happened over here in this area? We got denied. And then the next pullback that we had, it went straight up. And that's what's happening over here right now. Oh, let me hold on before I go that far. We came up, we hit the resistance, we stayed above the heart line for a little bit, and then we couldn't hold it, and we just kind of kept bouncing. Everyone was still kind of bullish, and then that was it. This is when the bear market started going on. People didn't realize that it was a bear market until it happened. And then here we are now. We've broken that all-time high, and we haven't even started. We're just now beginning. I know you saw back there how much growth we had after breaking the heart line when we went into the super cycle. We came up, we hit the heart line, and we're getting rejected. Same old things that have ever happened in Bitcoin before. It's just normal playing out stuff. But one thing that I want to show you, if we go look at the last bull cycle, having these 30% drops is very normal. I mean, we can start at this one right here, and then boom, 37% drop. Well, what happened within that? Okay, we had a triangle, bull pendant, whatever you want to call it, and we broke down. People were really bullish. Oh no, we broke down. Same thing with this one. Had a bull pendant, some kind of symmetrical triangle. I don't know if you could. Hold on. Let me change these lines real quick. I know they're kind of probably hard to see. Make this a little bit more easier to see here. We were in the symmetrical triangle, perfect. Hitting the resistance, boom. Hitting the supports, broke down out of the triangle, and we resumed up. And it was very quick. Look at these candles, okay? This is a daily. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 days to bounce back up. Once we hit the bottom over here, okay? Let's go back to this one over here. This one broke down, and we made our way back up. Wasn't as drastic, but look where it came down and hit every time. It hit that support on those growth curves for the Fibonacci sequence. Let's move our way up. The bull market. Boom, we came up, hit new all-time highs, and we came back down. But look where it hit. It was right here at the heart line, and it got denied. It got denied right here. It came down. It tried it again. It got through for a little bit. The bulls didn't have what it took, and it broke right back down. And look, we had a 40% drop right there. Totally normal. Totally normal. Here's another drop. The bull run, 30% drop. Totally normal. These pullbacks are very necessary. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you on the RSI how normal these are. Here's the top. We were overbought for this one right here. Look how overbought we were. We were above the 70, even up in the 90, and we had a correction. And that correction took us all the way down to the 30 right here. That's where that bottom was. Once we hit that 30, boom, we shot right back up. Same thing with this one. Up here, overbought, came down. Boom, went to the 30. Went to the 30, okay? I don't want to drag this video out too long because I still have a lot more stuff to show you. Oops. But here we are. Currently, here's where we are right now. We went up, hit that heart line. We got denied. See how we got above it? Like the one before, we got above it. Bulls didn't have what it took. So we broke down. Let's go to RSI. Let's check it out. What happened? We were overbought on the RSI. We're above 90. We even went up to, oh no, that was still 90. We went up to 90. And look where we are right now on the RSI. 43. We're at that 43. And this is lagging, by the way. This still shows that we're at 30,800. So really, we're a little bit lower. But once we come down and we hit that 30 down here, boom, that's it, man. We're taking off. And once we get above that heart line, once we get above this heart line right here, super cycle, my friend. Huge super cycle. And the reason why I say that is because the gains that we've had from the support down here, I'm going to measure this, up to that heart line is 200%. Okay? Now, when we go into super cycle and we go up and we hit the top line, 800%, dude. 800%. That's 4 times as much as what we've done from here to here. That's why I say you shouldn't worry about what's happening in this bull run. This is completely normal stuff that is happening right now. What else do I want to show you? Hold on. This guy was asking, oh, how far could we go back down? Well, kind of like let me go to my Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin dominance. What the heck? All right. Let me get rid of my growth curves. Okay, so now you see that. On the shorter time frame, let's go to a 4-hour. Actually, better yet, we're going to go to a weekly so you guys can see this. So on a weekly chart over here on the RSI, we came up and hit 95 right here. That was the peak of this guy over here. Extremely overbought. Extremely overbought. Now, what I want to show you is look at the RSI down here, and I just made a trend line. This was the bull run of 2017 on the RSI. Every time we got up to about 90 or so, we had a huge pullback, which came back down to, it's 54. Let me just tighten it up. To a 54 on the RSI. We always came back, touched that 54 before we had a next pull up. Okay? Let me show you that on the bull run here. 90, all-time high, pullback, which is that low down there. That's low down here, kind of like what I was showing you before. But we needed to get these pullbacks in order to go higher. Okay? Every time we went above into that 90 and we were overbought, we came back down and hit the 54. We came back down, hit the 54. Very healthy. Very healthy. When we knew the bear or the bull run was over is when we got below that 54, and then it became resistance, right? We came up, it was hitting resistance, couldn't get above it, couldn't get above it, couldn't get above it. And then that flipped over here in 2019. I remember getting into Bitcoin over here when I saw this cup and handle forming. There was this formation right here that piqued my interest. And I was like, I think we've hit the bottom of the bear market. And we made this cup and handle just like that. And I made an entry over here and rode it all the way up. Now, I didn't sell up here. I thought we were going higher. I thought we were going to break all-time highs. And I didn't sell at all. I probably sold over here, to be honest, when I saw we had a breakdown. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is to put you at ease, to see that this is nothing. This is fine. This is normal. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, look how much we've pumped since then. And now we're having this little bit of a pullback, completely healthy, completely normal for us to do that. Okay, the guy was talking about this new gentleman that joined our channel was talking about what kind of targets can we see to the downside, what kind of bottoms, and that's a great question. Those are the questions you should be asking, because that's your buying opportunity. That is your buying opportunity. So all-time highs, 20K. Let's say right there. Make this bigger so you guys can see it. All-time highs. You can see that was resistance back here, and then once we blew through, we broke through really hard. Okay, here's some important levels of support, and I'm just looking left over here. This is all new charted territory over here. There's no data to the left of us. You know, there's literally nothing over here or below here on the charts. So we have to create horizontal support for the data that we have right now. We have support here, we have support here, we have support here. So the targets to the downside are going to coincide with the RSI. They're going to coincide with the RSI, and this is on the 4 hour, so this is a very short term kind of play out. We just broke down right here on the $30,000, and we got to bounce up. So we broke down and we're getting a bounce up, which is kind of bullish, kinda. It's hard to see with these thick lines. My point that I'm trying to make for you are these support lines that we have right now. So we could go down and hit 27.6, and really we want to try to get down to this 54 over here on the RSI. So the further we fall and go touch this 54, this is going to be your indicator to where you're going to buy, where you're going to want to buy. So we could come down and hit 27.6, and if we break through that, we're going to come down and hit 25.5. This, to me, seems like the perfect opportunity, because I feel like by then the RSI will already come down and touch 54. That's my opinion. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing the data with you. But I personally think that Bitcoin's going to come down and hit 25 over here. We could fall down below and hit 24. That's a possibility. And we can even come down to 20. I think if we go down to 20, that's going to be too far, and we're going to break through that this RSI. But I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think we're going to get that bounce off here and come back up, which I feel, with the calculations and the distance, that's going to be at $25,000. That could not happen, okay? That could totally not happen. We could totally have a bounce right now. We could totally have a fake out where we bounce back up into this triangle that we had before. And let me just clean this up for you real quick. We were forming this triangle, right? Same thing that we saw back in the 2017 bull run, and boom, we broke down. Looks very similar, looks extremely similar. We could come back down and test 25, just because that's the way it looked back then. Now, history doesn't have to repeat itself, but it often does rhyme, okay? I know you hear that a lot, but it's true. So look out for those targets that I mentioned. This is why I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. Don't even worry about what's happening here. Don't even worry about it, dude, because literally, oh man, let's see, by February, which is, I wish I could make a vertical line. By this time here, we'll have probably already fallen down, and remember how quick that sharp turn came up? Remember how long it took? It didn't take long at all between that space back there before that we were watching. So this is why I'm bullish. Sorry for the lengthy video. I just wanted to put some guys at ease, because I hear you guys kind of freaking out. Not everyone, but you know, for more the new people. I've been in this space for a while, guys, and I understand this stuff really well. And the TA is just a way for us to chart and predict to what's going to happen. It's not an exact science, but it's pretty fucking close. It's very fucking close. It's incredible how well the TA gets respected. So, just wanted to show you that. Don't freak out. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night.